Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. I've received a lot of requests for both Judas and Cain, and I want to give Judas a shot. I like that he starts with a pretty insane damage, 35% more. Book of Belial adding 2 damage, which does go through the damage formula, meaning it's a lot more than 2 damage in practice, at least at the start. Of course, it stops mattering later as the damage you have increases, but it's not the point. For now, it's a ton. And 3 cents, only 1 heart though, that's the real concern, is just getting enough health to make something work throughout the run. I'm not going to use a bomb there yet, but I might have to later. But it's just not, it's not the thing yet. Now it is, though. Because, yeah, I don't want to skip an item room for longer than I have to. I was willing to wait for the game to give me a golden key. I was willing to wait for that. So, never mind, I don't need to use the bomb there. Because I can open all of the doors and all of the chests this floor with no cost. XL floor, by the way, means that even though it's the basement, both item rooms will cost a key, and it's also 1.8 times as many rooms. Rooms can double up in weird ways that you aren't used to, if you haven't played enough XL floors, I guess. And there are going to be 2 bosses in a row. Even though it's the basement as well, this can happen. We can get a devil room after the second boss. And this is why I saved the bomb, because I wanted a tinted rock. Soul Hearts. I'm just going to take them. As Judas, it's kind of important to stack up your health, no matter what, because, again, this is the thing that's been happening with most of my recent Judas runs, is I either have enough damage, I don't usually have enough health, but I have enough damage, and for whatever reason, the run's just not going to work out, and I end up dying or having to go to Shoal. And I like going to the chest. The chest is a good time. So we've been to both item rooms. That one gave me 10 bombs, which, not my favorite item, but I guess that means I will get this key. And I'll even do it the pro way by leaving the room and re-entering so that we get a larger blast radius. That was to look for the secret room there, which I didn't expect it to be there, but it is worth checking. Now we have 2 keys and still unlimited keys for this floor, which means that we're in a good place. And this extra soul heart is totally awesome and unexpected. Pill, health up please. Bad trip, that sucks. So I want to go to this shop, but I don't want to look in. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because I don't care about the habit that much this run. And I would love to pick up the compass if I get 10 more cents, which means that I do want to find the secret room. It's just a little unlikely, maybe. XL floors, I don't usually look for the secret room, because it's just not easy to find. There are so many possibilities that it's tough. But I might do it with 10 bombs that the item room gave me. That's not bad. And Harlequin Baby shoots this V of tears. I love when XL floors loop around like that. You just don't see that very often, and it's a cool, nice thing. So what I'm going to do, most likely, is fight the first boss, see if I decide that I want to use Book of Belial, and if I do want to use Book of Belial, then I will, yeah, I'm going to do this without it, and then I'll fight the second boss right away. Note that, well, actually, there's nothing really to note. This is just going to be slow. And Book of Belial would obviously make it a lot easier. Larry Jr., please. It keeps turning to troll me. I know that. I can tell you that with very much confidence. Health up, hopefully. That's all I want. Box. Well, that's still one of each type of pickup. Is that the same pill, or is that a different pill? The stars teleports us to an item room, which I would love. That is a bad trip pill, which becomes full health. Not that I really need full health at 1 heart. Second boss. Who are you? Monstro. Good. It's not a horseman. I honestly didn't want to fight horseman. I want a health up, and then I want a devil room that I want to give me. I don't even know. I don't even know. But I want something. For 1 heart. Not Mom's Knife, though. Because I don't want a Mom's Knife run. So far, so good. Range up. Come on, I just wanted a health up, and then maybe I would have taken a 2 heart deal. You know what? Screw it. I'm taking the mark anyway. It'll put me down to only 1 soul heart, but I will live. I'll be at -1 health, which means the next health up won't do anything, but I did get 1 damage up and 0.2 speed up, which, hey, that helps me out. So I'm going to work with this as long as possible. I'm going to use the stars on the next floor right away to get to the item room immediately so that I don't have to worry about exploring in case it's something that, like, saves me. Burnt Penny, by the way. Extra, or not extra, it's a 50% chance every time we pick up a coin to get a bomb drop as well, which is pretty nice to have. Okay, that's not helpful, although I'd love to go into the curse room. I just cannot at all justify it because I die if it doesn't give me something. That's not enough money. But I guess I have plenty of bombs, so something's going right. Taking the mark, by the way, terrible decision. I would not have recommended that to anyone. But I like to do silly things, so That'll probably cause me to die. Another bomb. I mean, whatever. That's okay. And you're thinking you could go to the curse room and then use your stars card to teleport out. Yeah, it could. Yeah, let's take the chance. I mean, we're already taking enough chances. One hit could still kill me. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And at this point, I'm going to save the stars card to save a key. So, you know, it was a risky decision, but at the same time, it wasn't that risky because I was so close to death that it didn't make much of a difference. By the way, even if I wanted this Monster Manual, which I don't, I can't take it because you have to be able to afford soul heart deals to take them, unlike red heart deals. There's the item room. Guess what? Stars. My reflection. That's been showing up a lot, and I don't want it at all. Although, how is my range? My range isn't bad. I almost walked into that fire. Let's do it. It's a weird, bad decision. So now my shots will come back at me. They won't hit me or anything, but they do home in on me. And it does give them more opportunities to hit the enemies. So range up now has become more valuable because it'll allow them to spend more time in the air, and thus have more chances and more ability to hit enemies. And also might increase the distance it goes out before curving back, but I don't think it does. Shot speed does, but I don't want shot speed because then it doesn't curve back as much. Also, a weird thing about my reflection is that it's 0.2 of a special item. It's not a full special item, it's a fifth of a special item. And you're like, what does that mean? And you know what? That's exactly how you should feel. So it's not a full special item, but it is a sort of special item. And special items, of course, prevent each other from spawning as you collect more of them. So first special item you take, it's about a 70% chance that any other special item that the game thinks about spawning is instead rerolled and you get another item. So that's why first special item is the most important if you care about them, because it's just going to make it so much less likely, wow, for you to get other special items. And most of the time, special items are pretty good. Of course, there are exceptions, but most of the time they're pretty good, and then you would be sad about that. We do get a devil room, we get our cube of meat. I'm hoping for the pact. I was kind of expecting Krampus, though, and that is exactly how that went down. This will get us a lump of coal, which actually synergizes pretty well with my reflection. I really don't want to die this run now, because I actually have a pretty cool setup going for me, but it looks like I'm not going to make it. Though that dodge was totally a good dodge in my eyes, and it should have worked out, but it didn't, so I don't know. If we can kill Krampus, we still are likely to die. Cube of meat, by the way, rotating around is blocking tears and damaging enemies that it comes into contact with, and it'll stack with other cubes of meat if we get any. Oh, this is worrisome. Do good work for me, please, Harlequin baby. Okay, we made it through, but we have half a soul heart. I can't even go to the curse room to try and save myself. So I have no idea what I'm going for. And there's been some expressed concern recently about whether or not a lump of coal lowers your damage. It does not. Not only do I just know that from reading code and such, but I know that from... I tested in Spider Mod when people still expressed concern. And I did not get lower damage. And since your tier, pretty much, there's no way for it to not be on screen for a frame, you can't not get a damage up. You have to get a damage up from multiple coal. Even if you stand, like, on an enemy and then shoot it without even having a chance to see your tier, you still get a frame's worth of damage up. So you will do, at the very least, 0.14 more damage than you were already doing. I'm not feeling too good yet. Okay, I need to go to the shop, both because I can afford it as well as because there could be a soul heart in there, and I would really like that. I can't have greed in here. Alright, I know a lot of you don't want to see the candle, so I'm not going to take it, and I would prefer the soul heart. I think that's more likely to keep me alive. But really, people hate the candle so much, and I don't understand. I really don't. But it's not relevant right now. In here we find enough to go get the candle if we wanted it, but like I said, I'll stick with Book of Belial. See if we can buy something in the next shop if it's not greed. 50% chance of that. Burnt Penny has done plenty for us, it's just not super important anymore. I have enough bombs. I also have a pretty good amount of keys, surprisingly. Devil Room changed positions, but that's fine. Look how big my tiers get in, like, no time at all. I'm okay with that. Okay, you just die. I'm glad we have good damage, and I'm glad that my reflection tiers could reach that far, because I was a little worried. And by the way, it's nice if we get it so that the tears don't actually hit the enemies on the first pass so that they come back doing more damage. Oh yeah, I've recorded the first 2 episodes of Terraria, and they'll be going up today and tomorrow. Yeah. So, get hype, I guess. I hope you guys like it. I think that you probably will. I've had a lot of requests, and I've anticipated it myself for a very long time. Okay, how about you not do that? I'm going to use a bomb for this, because how is this not worth it with 21 bombs? I would even have used another bomb if that rock, for whatever reason, didn't want to cooperate. And look, I got 16 cents out of that, because I got a penny, a nickel, and a dime, which was unexpected. But you know what? I planned it. That was the plan all along. I knew it would happen, even though I just said I didn't. Listen to the most recent statement. It's the most accurate. That's how things work, right? Alright, this room's a little unpleasant, but massive damage lump of coal is fun. Another thing that would make this run really nice is the parasite. I get a lot of questions about how the parasite works with lump of coal, and it works awesomely. That's how. So you see, like, the tears are so big, and then they hit something, and you're like, does the parasite make them back to normal size, or does it start at that size? It starts at the size where it hit. So if you have this gigantic tear that collides with something, then you get the parasite to hit it, or you have the parasite and it hits something. It splits and they're still gigantic, which is amazing. Hollow. This shouldn't be too bad. I say before taking damage, most likely. But I'm killing sections really quickly. Not too surprisingly, I do have really good damage. Oh my god. Thank you. No devil room, that's okay. Speed up. See, this is what happens to Judas sometimes. It's just like, hey, you know what? I don't want to give you any health ups. And in that situation, I don't know what I can do about it because I'm at -1 health right now with no means of changing that. Black Bean, one of the worst special items. Every time we get hit, we will get a Poison Cloud that does, like, it poisons enemies and that'll do damage over time. Now you can get through this without using a bomb, but I don't want to risk my soul hearts when I'm so close to death, basically. So we're just going to use bombs for these pills and hope that they're good. Range up, that is good, though, with my setup. That's really good. And then telepills all the way over near the shop, and I do want to visit the shop, so that's totally fine. I expect to get hit in this room, but if I don't, I'm super pleased. And by the way, tears up would be nice, so I could get like a storm of shots. That would be pretty cool. It's not greed. We get the treasure map, we get a key, and we get a tarot card, the Magician. So with the treasure map, we see the layout of the floor without seeing what any of the rooms are. We also see the secret room, not the top secret room. Yeah, that shot from my reflection doing such good work. Okay, you need to die as quickly as possible. I just don't want you to use your Anarchist Cookbook powers, and then I'm going to touch it, which was an arguable decision because, again, as long as it doesn't spawn in the item room, it's good not to touch it because you can get it to spawn later as more items that you can reroll if you have or find the D6. Did I already go to the secret room? I don't know. Oh, look at you. You're so angry. I'd prefer you not be so angry. Okay, that handles you. We grab another bomb. Fine, and then that's the end of the floor. I'm worried. I can say that much. I think that if I had gone in, I would have gone in from that room, but I'm going to check the last one because it's worth checking. Okay, so we haven't gone to the secret room. Maybe it's raw liver. No, it's 9 cents though, which means that I can go to the next shop too, and just hope that it's not greed. I don't have a compass, so I don't know where any special rooms are, meaning I can't tell if greed is in the shop or not, because I can't see if there's another mini-boss icon somewhere. But even with that setup, the map prevents me from knowing if it's in the secret room because the question mark overrides. Now I'm going to drink some water if you'll excuse me. Yeah, I've been doing commentary for a little while today so far, so my throat is getting a little mad at me. But I'm trying to get a little bit ahead so that I can really focus on some stuff that I need to get done for school, which, hey, tough, but it's what it is. Secret room contains 3 more cents. Every secret room has been money. And bombs in that case, but still, it's not what I want. Depths 1, that's good, better than Necropolis 1, of course. Oh, I can't believe that missed. But this is a really, like, it's a powerful setup if you have the means to make it work. And I'm really worried about my continued avoidance of damage. Again, though, more range, the better. Boom, 5 more bombs. There, boom, I read it. It's remote detonator. Boom is the thing I picked up that gave me 10 bombs. Remote detonator gave me 5 bombs. It'll also allow me to detonate my bombs on command rather than waiting for their timer. Or, you know, rather than their timer making it explode sooner than I want it to. Which, well, it's good, but it's no Book of Belial for now. I'll fight the boss right away. There's no reason not to at this point. Oh, great. So we could get the pony here, which would give us flight as well as the ability to charge while invincible to do some contact damage. And okay, that was worrisome. Contact damage and yeah, that's about it. Invincibility. There's that. See what this is. Doesn't matter if I use it, by the way, for the Devil Room. The Pact. The funny thing about the Pact is it's technically a profit for us to take. I'm going to blow this rock up in case it's a tinted rock, because there is a rock behind the statue. So I'm going to take the Pact for an increased fire rate, increased damage, and 2 soul hearts. This is quite bad, though. Guppy's Paw there's no reason to take, since now I'm at -3 health, which... Okay, I think it's time that we abandon the Book of Belial for the pony, which I'm not happy about. I wanted, like, health up and such. But pony is good for now, I guess, when I have nothing else. And since this will put us in the same situation we were previously in, now we're where we were. We have good damage. We now have flight and a bit of an escape mechanism if we need to use it. It's also going to make us faster, but I'm okay with speed more so than usual if I have flight. Flight makes speed not a big deal, because you don't really have to worry about the obstacles that you're going to accidentally run into by being fast. And you're gonna, it's just, the precision of movement isn't important when you can fly in the same way. Of course, precision of movement is always important, but it's not the same kind of important. Yeah, that's what I was banking on by opening that. I was like, alright, you know what? We need a soul heart from this. Or a guppy item, I guess. Dead Cat would actually be really good right now because it would bring us from -3 health to 1 health. So I would like Dead Cat, which is different. Wow. My reflection is so good against knights, apparently. Okay, it feels like I have a shot speed up, but I don't. At this point, I guess I wouldn't take stem cells, even though, you know, I need a health up, but I don't like shot speed that much. Okay. Nope, dodge those. I thought that those more of those might hit. They didn't. Come on, Dead Cat. Alright. Now we're into the positive health. If the Devil Room's still there, I may as well take Guppy's Paw, so I can be 2/3 of the way becoming Guppy instead of just 1/3. I thought I'd escape from that. But this means that I have 9 lives, each of which I'll respawn at 1 health with. And, well, that's worrisome, because if I start dying, then I keep dying, most likely. If I die once, I'm probably screwed. But it's okay, and, like, I don't like respawn items, but Dead Cat is sometimes worth it. The Chariot is much better than the Magician. Homing Tears for a room. Chariot is going to give us the ability to charge while invincible, but we have control over ourselves, doing contact damage to enemies. And that was really bad damage to take, but that's okay. Since there was a mini-boss, we already know that this cannot be greed, which means we're going to go not by a ladder. I was really hoping for a compass. I expected this to change color, but Tears Up, that's amazing. Tears Up is exactly what I wanted with my life. And I'll buy this key. So we have a reasonable rate of fire. Our range down, that's a little unfortunate. We got something else down, I don't remember. It obviously wasn't a huge deal then. But more tears that we're firing in this situation is great. Guppy's Paw will put us 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. And I'd sacrifice a life to get another Guppy item, if that's an option. But I don't think that the room's still here, and it's not. There's no way for me to get there either. So we'll go to the next floor and just see what we can get away with. No Book of Belial anymore, as we know. Curse of the Lost increases the size of the floor by 4 rooms. Greed in the shop means that we don't have greed, or greed in the secret room means we don't have greed in the shop. which means that's another shop for us to go to, and I'm excited about that, in all honesty, because that just, I mean, really, if we can get a compass, that would really help. If we can get, I don't know, I think I really only want the compass, because habit, it's nice and all, but I don't really like it in conjunction with the pony, because I don't like the extra invincibility that it grants us. And someone brought up the wafer in that situation, and I guess you're not wrong that the wafer does help us out with that, making it so that I'm practically invincible in a lot of situations, but I don't use it in the literally invincible situations, and I like the item. There is a big thing to be said about actually enjoying the combinations, whereas like I don't enjoy the pony combinations, especially because there's a glitch with it that I don't talk about because I think it's stupid and shouldn't be in the game. And it's just, and you're saying, what, the guy that uses like rim snapping and stuff nonstop, and other glitches like the candle? Yes, yeah, that's right. It's just not good. Like, it doesn't require skill, and I don't like that. Wheel of Fortune, interesting. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna say no to it, but I'm just not gonna use the two items in that kind of synergistic way. I was hoping for $1 out of that. Okay, a golden key, that's cool with me. I like golden keys. Okay, that was a little scary. This is getting ridiculous right now. Not taking damage so far is surprising and amazing. I need, like, I want all of the range. I don't know if you understand how much range I want. I want these tiers to last forever. There's a candle and it's only 7 cents. Or not a candle, a compass. So this is my goal. 2 more cents. And then we have the full map, each floor where we don't get Curse of Darkness, and that's really helpful. It'll allow me to rush to the boss immediately on the later floors where I don't want to be going anywhere. And it'll just allow me to know if there are any special rooms that I want to visit. For now, 1 more cent to go. Let's blow up the slot machine that I spawned. That'll help. Can't unlock those locks when you have flight, as it turns out, but I knew that. I was just saying that was a good moment to mention it. So now let's go by our compass, see exactly where we're headed. We have the full map for the floor. Alright, this is successfully unsuccessful, I guess, if you want to look at it in interesting terms. Alright then, so we're going to head to the item room, then we're going to head to the boss. Arcade's not a huge thing for me right now. Could be, but it's not. You're like, kill yourself a bunch of times until you get a blood bag. No. I'm going to not do that. Because like I said, I don't like respawn items, and thus I don't use them effectively. Because I'd prefer to do it in one life if I can do it at all. That said, I will take deals with the devil that I can't afford. And killing myself, because that's a little different. That's a direct, fun, like, it's a power benefit. There you go. And that's just, I like devil room items. Alright. My reflection do work. Do all of the work. But still, so far this looks like a show run. As many of my Judas runs seem to. Which, of course, hey, I like going to the cathedral and the chest because the chest is more interesting and difficult. But Satan's a really well-designed boss, whereas Isaac and Blue Baby are not. So it's nice to have that. And it's not like Shoal is simple, it's that the boss is a lot easier than the floor, honestly. It's just that the cathedral and chest are a lot harder and have more extra merits to them. Like the chest, having all chests contain items. I like that a lot. Alright, it's weird how much my reflection has been showing up recently, for me. I don't understand it, and I don't claim to. Let's go all in for the extra range. Now I'm tiny and such, but we get extra range. They don't quite get another turn. But it's also a speed up, which isn't a big deal. We might actually be at Judas's max speed already. So I can't tell the difference. Alright then. Oh, I missed a bomb. Sound the catastrophe alarms. Another golden key. That doesn't happen very often that you get 2. Except when you're breaking the game, but even then it doesn't happen a ton. Like I said, no arcade for me. I don't really need it that bad. I mean, I guess I need it that bad, but I don't want it that bad. That was bad damage to take. 2 hearts. How do I feel about that? I don't know. The other tarot card is not a teleport. It's like the Empress or the High Priestess or something. So we can't get out of the mom room, sadly. It means we can't see if we got to deal with the devil or not. So let's do it. It's cheese for now. See how cheesing turns out. Oh wow, I misspaced that horribly, so cheesing has gone badly. Alright. Use this and hope we don't die. Of course I can beat this fight on 1 heart. I just would rather not lose my heart by having to respawn. He says as he stupidly walks right into everything. So, let's try this again. I hope cheesing goes a little better. We do have really good damage. But if I lose a run to the mom fight, that's really disappointing. I should be well beyond that point. Not saying that no run can do that, but I've played so much of this game that I should be pretty proficient in most every situation that this game throws at me by now. Still, here I am, taking lots of damage. Die, 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 you didn't die. That was pretty close. Health up again. It would have been nice if we had 3 hearts instead of just 2, but here we go. I'm gonna drink some more water. There's a library, which could be useful. Book of Revelations I would want to use, sort of. Wow. Because a 2nd level cube of meat is a really good thing to have. Note everything does a full heart of damage now, and that's terrifying. But they're both just Monster Man wells, so great. Alright, so we're going to head over and hope not to die along the way, because then we're down to the whole 1 heart thing. Judas, this is so typical of you. I wanted to win that fight because it was blue. Blue means I get a soul heart almost every time. Thanks for cheating, Larry Jr. Of course, any 1 hit will kill me right now because everything in the womb and beyond does full hearts of damage. So that's a concern, to say the least. So much money. What do I need to do with this? I don't have any use for this money. Okay, I don't expect to live very long. I think that this boss, depending on what it is, might end this run. But that soul heart is very valuable. I wish I hadn't taken it, and I was thinking about not taking it. Okay, yep. It's a bad strategy, but it's what's happening. Range up. Well, that's good. Well, let's go all in. Nothing else to do. And yes, it gives me this heart back because it takes my soul heart and then gives me that. So I play it and it doesn't get to play. Never mind then. Guess I'm not killing myself a number of times. 2 of diamonds. What do I do with this? Range up again. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so I don't really have anything going for me at the moment. I need more soul hearts to play that more. I want to get something from it. Of course, I can always give it a good free play with that, and it didn't get me anything. Well, I tried. Now it'll kill me any hit, though, so it doesn't do anything for me to play it besides kill me and not get me anything. So we're fighting death, which means if I can manage to win somehow, I get a 2nd cube of meat. How am I alive? Nope. Nope, it blew up. If I can manage to win, 2nd cube of meat will become a familiar, and that'll shoot along with us and be a great time. I was really hoping that that was a soul heart instead. Fortunately, these dudes count as champions, which could become a huge benefit, but so far not quite. Tears up is awesome. I would really like a soul heart, if you might consider it. Another tears up. At 1 life, we have to attempt a different strategy. That was bad. This is no health up. I've gotten no health ups from bosses. And just in order to get to a reasonable position, I was at -3 health. How does this happen? Oh, you just came back. Alright, what do? We do more rooms. Every room I make it through is a victory. Okay, that was amazing that it didn't die sooner, and amazing that I didn't die myself. I'm just gonna do... Oh my god, how did I live? I thought I hit that, and I was just like, well, that's the end. It's not the end yet. You need to give me a soul heart, at least. Nope. Try it at every opportunity, I guess. I should have been trying it in between boss fights, I suppose. If we were playing right. And I have no problem in that situation, because it could get me an item. Not using it for the invincibility in a fight, just rather for the potential for an item that I would potentially be able to save the run with. How about... Thanks. This doesn't help me, though. I was really hoping that it was a health up. It wasn't, though. So will this be the room that ends the run? Yes. Yes, it will. Well, we got 2 health ups through the whole run. You can see them right there. 2 health ups. All run. I'm kind of amazed that we made it that far. But hey, I guess that's cool. So that was a Judas run. Judas has not been kind to me recently. It's just like, well, how about no health ups? That sucks. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode nonetheless. I tried my hardest to make that work. And it looked pretty good from a money and bombs and keys perspective. It was just the health. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed, even though that was brutal. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.